I'm an idiot. I've messed up, obviously. There's no flights tomorrow out of the airport at all, anywhere. All of you lot that voted for me to do this, we're gonna fall out. I couldn't imagine myself fighting a lion. I promise I'm not in Rome, alright? What's happening? I'm taking extreme day trips to the next level. I'm currently taking the cheapest flight every day and seeing where I end up. Yesterday I flew from Bristol to Dublin, which is where I am now, and I'm about to go get my second flight. So the rules of this challenge are I have to take the cheapest flight every day. It's got to be in the morning. It's got to be an international flight, and it can't be back to a country that I've already been to on this journey. So I've got to go check in. I don't have to check in. I've checked in online. I've got to go into the airport. I've got about an hour and a half before my flight goes. I will see you wherever we're going. I'm too used to flying in Bristol where I can arrive an hour before the flight. I'm here an hour and a half before my flight today, but it's looking pretty busy. So we shall see if we make it. We actually flew through, to be fair. Got an hour and 25 minutes. Gonna see if I can find a lounge and have a quick bite to eat and a coffee. But I've no idea where I'm going. So that's good. You'll get used to the channel here, where I just don't ever really know what I'm doing, where I'm going, or what's going on. But it all makes for the fun of it, doesn't it? So if you want to see more of that, hit the subscribe button, would you? And click the like as well. That would be good. I feel like this is not the right way. Cafe, bar, shops, gates. Is the lounge. Right, I'll go find it and then I'll get back to you. Wow, just had to walk ages back the way I came to find the lounge. And they were full, so they suggested another one. Had to walk even further and they were full too, so that's good. Super hungry and just burnt off all my energy. Just have to find a coffee somewhere, I guess. Caffeine's always a good suppressant for hunger, I find, so hopefully we'll be alright. But anyway, we'll be on the plane soon and we'll be heading too. I'm in Nîmes in France, and basically I've messed up, obviously, me being me. This was the cheapest flight. I say I've messed up, I knew I was doing it, but the cheapest flight from Dublin in the morning in another country was here. But there's no flights tomorrow out of the airport at all, anywhere. So what I've got to do is get a train to Marseille and then get a flight from Marseille tomorrow. So I've only actually got a few hours here and I've got a lot to do. I've got to go try see some sights. Got to try the national dish. Got to try the national drink. Try get a weird little delicacy in me. So got to find some spots to get some food and stuff like that. I'm eating today. Let's go. Actually seems like a pretty nice place so far. I know there's a lot of like Roman ruins here and a lot of ancient stuff. So I'm gonna go try find some of that. But seems very clean. Very well kept city. All the buildings, apart from the ancient ones, obviously, all look pretty new and well kept and white. Yeah, it's nice. I don't think there's loads to do here, so it might be worth like getting a cheap flight here and then getting a train off somewhere else, like I'm doing, like Marseille or something. But so far, it's like a nice place. Definitely been to worse places, that's for sure. I promise I'm not in Rome, alright? They got this massive amphitheatre here. It's definitely not as big as the Colosseum, but pretty impressive. Don't know if we can go in there or not. I think you can, but I don't know where the entrance is. Look at it. Decent size, mate. To be fair, from the photos I've seen inside, it looks like a football pitch or like an Olympic racetrack or something. So I don't know. I don't know if they used to have the gladiators in there, fighting lions and that. Who knows? And try and get in there. We've got a toilet. WC. Right there. We're inside. It's €14.50 for entry into this place and 2 others I'm going to go to. So that's pretty cool. Didn't think that was too bad, but look at this. Pretty cool, eh? I'll have to do some research when I get out of there about what this place was used for. Whether they used to fight lions or not. Or just run the 400 meters. I completely forgot to do any research whilst I was there, but I now have, and I found out that the arena was primarily used for gladiatorial combats, wild animal hunts, and public executions. It's also been used as a refuge centre for local populations in times of danger, and today is still used for various events including bullfights, concerts, and sometimes reenactments of Roman games. It's a shame they haven't got a gladiator fight on now, to be honest. Thought that would have come with the €14. But I guess not. Hey look, there is a gladiator fight on. Oh, I've given up. I don't think that's what gladiators are meant to do, mate. To the death, I thought. Guess not. Don't make gladiators like they used to, obviously. Okay. How are people up on top? That's what I want to know. How people are getting up to the top there. Oh, there we go. I found some more steps. Trying to get to the top. And I'm assuming if the stairs going upwards, I should probably go that way. There was like an audio tour that you could do included in the ticket, but I ain't got time for that. So instead, just doing what we're doing, aimlessly wandering, because obviously that's much more time efficient. Oh, here we go. Up near the top. It's starting to rain. It's not so fun. I'll climb up these big ass steps. Alright then, we've made it up to the top. Check out these views. I just want to take this second to apologise for my completely unnecessary heavy breathing. As someone who suffers from misophonia myself, it's actually hurting me listening back to it, and I want to throw myself off a balcony, so apologies. What a cool building. Never been to Rome, but I can imagine the Colosseum's pretty impressive if this one's like this. Pretty sure the Colosseum is a lot bigger. This has only got like 2 stories outside, if that makes sense. Also just realised that little thing over there in the middle, I'm pretty sure is where we're also trying to get to, but it's kind of far. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Right. Oh, sorry about the wonk. I'm gonna go try to figure out how to get down into the middle. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Pretty sure we zoomed right in, haven't we? Right, let's go do that and then we need to go get some food. Alright, I guess we just keep trying to go downwards. I know where the door is, I just don't know how to get there. I haven't seen any stairs going down too much, there's some more. Now we're back on the ground floor. It's gotta be around here, hasn't it? It's gotta be on the ground floor. It's not. I think it's sunk into the floor. What's this? Aha, found it. Mad building. I don't think would have ever called me in here back in the day. Can't imagine myself fighting a lion, to be honest. Couldn't imagine myself fighting a lion. I can imagine myself losing very heavily. Can't imagine I'd have much of a chance, to be honest. But luckily, we've never got to find out. That seems like everything. We've been inside, been on the top, walked about a bit. What more is there to do? I'll try to find out some history and let you know. Probably should have done that first, but if you've been here before, you're foolish for expecting it. If you haven't been here before, I'll let you off, but don't expect it again. All right? And he's going to try to find some food. I've failed again in my mission to get the national dish. Apparently, it's not really a thing down in the south of France, although it's the national dish. It's not really a thing, so I've asked what a traditional dish is down here, and I'm getting gardien de taureau, whatever. That's definitely not how you say it, but it's some sort of bull steak or bull meal. Apparently, it's quite traditional down here to eat bull, which I guess makes sense because they're close to Spain. I don't even know if Spain eat bulls, but they have bulls, don't they? They do stuff with bulls. I have, however, managed to get the national drink, which is called Pyrrhus or something like that. I can't remember, but it's like a shot of something. So just waiting for that now. That should be pretty good. And then I also need to find some sort of weird delicacy, which obviously snails and frog legs are the obvious, aren't they? But I've tried snails before; they're actually really nice. Can't imagine they'd be nice without all the seasoning they put on them, but it is what it is. Very nice. So I might try to find some frog legs. All right, so we've got the food. This is what we got. Like I say, that's some sort of bull meat, bull stew or something, salad and rice, getting some bread. That's the national drink. It looks disgusting, it looks milky, and I don't like milk. So that's good, but we're gonna give it a go. I'm also very frustrated that it's some sort of stew, because I don't really like stew. Yesterday in Dublin I had to have a lamb stew. Now I've got a beef stew, which, to be honest, I like even less than lamb. So anyway, cheers. It smells like aniseed. That is aniseed. It tastes like sambuca. I'm also not sure how you're supposed to eat this. Like, do you just get it out? Bull meat. Never eaten bull meat before. Let's give this a go. That's alright, you know. Very rich tasting. It does just taste like a beef stew. Quite rich tasting. I would say it's nice enough that I could see myself maybe trying a few more beef stews and seeing if I've started to like them. That's so strong with aniseed. I think they're like 45 to 50%. Also was wondering when I researched what the drink was, why are all the national drinks alcoholic? The humans honestly just that degenerate that all of our national drinks are alcoholic? I guess so. If you're new here, you might not have realised yet that I'm not actually that great at recording content and making nice flowing vlogs. Anyway, I ate the food and that's it basically. Enjoy. I just thought I'd show you the little square I just found the food in. It's quite nice. That's where I have my food. There's lots of nice little restaurants around here. I think this is obviously the main square of Nim. And lots of little places about, but not one of them had the food I wanted. I did have a look. Not one had the national dish. But then when I spoke to the woman, she said that it's not really a thing down here. And it's more of a central and up north French specialty. So we had the bull instead. Look at this place. Making my way to some sort of cathedral or something, I think. And then there's also some other like ancient looking thing. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a place in Greece, in Athens. It looks very similar. Can't remember what it's called. But when I show you, you might know. Anyway, still just being a very nice place, to be honest. Got all these like pastel coloured houses. This is where we were earlier. Wasn't expecting to be back here. You never guess what. We walked the completely wrong way, obviously. That's why we've ended up here and didn't expect to, because I'm an idiot. So we walked the wrong way, which is also not ideal when you've got limited time and you've got to try and get as much in as possible. So we're going to go the right way now and hopefully get there soon. Actually reminds me a lot of Como, and also a little town I went to in Sardinia called Bosa, with all these like colourful houses, tall townhouses that are like pastel coloured. That's what it reminds me of. And it's actually a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be, especially considering the airport. It's one of the smallest airports I think I've ever been to. There's literally 2 people on security. There wasn't any empty booths, that was it. Oh wait, this is the cathedral. Obviously, it's under construction. Beautiful. Let me tell you, every single place I go to, the sites I go and see are under construction. They've got big scaffolding all over them. They've got huge tarpaulins covering them up, or at the very least, a couple of giant cranes that are just blocking the view. I guess it's good because, you know, they're building the city, they're making it better. But it would be nice sometimes to just be able to see the things that I'm going to see. Anyway. All right, that's going to be the end of Nim. I've got 2 choices. Get the train at 4:15 or 6:15. If I get the one at 6:15, I'm probably going to get into Marseille at 6:15, 7:45. Get to the accommodation like 8, and I'm pretty sure I've got to get up at like 3 a.m, maybe 3:30. To go get the flight tomorrow, and I'm slowly starting to realise that this might not have been the best idea to do this, but we move. All of you lot that voted for me to do this, we're going to fall out. Alright, but that's the end of Nim. Thoughts of Nim are, it's surprised me. This is a bit bigger than I thought. Don't know how much there is to do, because obviously I haven't had that much time to try and do stuff. It's a lot nicer than I was expecting. I would advise coming here for a day or 2 at some point. Like I say, don't know how much there is to do here, but I know you can get cheap flights from Bristol, so I'm sure you can get cheap flights from other places. Come to Nim, and then you can go somewhere else after that. When I get to Marseille, I might do a little wander around, but I also might not, because I'm knackered and I have been to Marseille before, so I know what it's about, and I didn't think it was that great. There's some nice places like to go out away out of Marseille, but actual in Marseille, it's not the nicest of places. So see how I feel when I get there. So if I don't see you again, see you tomorrow.